In today's video, I'm going to show you how to embroider a t-shirt using the Tajima SAI. Let's go! Before we get started with embroidering, let me show you what materials we'll use and how to hoop this t-shirt. Alright, let's get started with all of the materials. Here I got my t-shirt. This one is a very nice color that I'm looking forward to wearing at the gym. And for the hoop, we're going to be using a 4x4 inch hoop. Now, this is the hoop that comes with the Tajima machine, but I think I'm going to be switching it out to the Mighty hoops. That's because it's super easy to embroider on them. This one is the 5.5 inch Mighty hoop, so it's around the same size, and Mighty hoop does create brackets for the Tajima SAI, so we might as well take advantage of that. For the hooping station, we're going to use the Echidna hooping station. Everything is going to be linked in the description, by the way, guys, so make sure that if you're interested in them, go check them out. This is going to make it easy for me to put the placement down on where I want the design. And I think for this design, I want it to be somewhere on the left chest. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this against my chest and kind of mark down where I want that design to go. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit of masking tape, just do something like that, and put it on my chest. Somewhere around that is really good. Normally I align it to this part anyway, so you can see it goes straight down, so that's perfect. Now for the stabilizer, you could totally use cutaway stabilizer, and my favorite version of cutaway is this one called no-show mesh cutaway. The reason why I love it so much is because it's a lot thinner than regular cutaway. It's still just as strong, and it doesn't leave any of those stabilizer shadows. If you ever finish an embroidery product and you put it on and you see your stabilizer outline around your design, those are the stabilizer shadows. Doesn't look that good. And this is how you remove it. Now, obviously, depending on the design, if you choose a very dense design, then your t-shirt's gonna pucker. So what you can do is you can double up under stabilizer, but I prefer to use a bit of lighter designs, which I'm gonna show you in a second. So first things first is I'm gonna grab a little bit of this stabilizer, and I might even double up myself just to ensure that we're good. I'm gonna grab the hoop, the bottom part of the hoop, just grab my scissors, and I'm gonna cut like this. Perfect, just like that. Then we're gonna put away the stabilizer because I don't need that anymore. I already know that I want the hoop somewhere to go around here, so I just have to estimate it. What I'm gonna do is put the shirt to the side, and we're gonna put the bottom part of this hoop right here. Now, all of the Echidna hooping stations come with these amazing magnets right here. You can see they just kind of allow you to place them wherever you want. Normally I make hearts or X's just because of how fun it is. You can leave reminders for people if you'd like. Probably not, but it is awesome and it comes with a bunch of them, so that's really cool. I'm gonna take my stabilizer, I'm gonna put it somewhere around here, and I might double it up. It probably doesn't need it because the design isn't that dense, but I'm just gonna add it regardless so I can show you guys to avoid the puckering from happening. So again, just gonna take 4 of these, put them on each corner of the stabilizers to hold it like that. Very simple. And again, this, you could do exactly the same thing with this hoop. So it doesn't matter whether you have the Mighty hoops or just the regular hoops, the Echidna hooping station works for both. So that's really cool. And now we're gonna grab the shirt, we're gonna bring it inside. I love that I already marked it a little bit, so all I have to do is follow a close approximation. So I think I'm gonna put it somewhere around that. That looks good. That's around the center, maybe a little bit more like this. Perfect. Is that centered? That looks awesome. Then I'm gonna grab the hoop. Now for the side, it doesn't really matter which side you choose, which is nice, but you always wanna be careful that you do it the proper side, because otherwise you're gonna have to be switching between rotating the design or having to unhoop, and that's not really that fun. So I'm just gonna press it there. I don't need to pull from the sides because the hoop already kind of pushed the fabric out. You can see right here, it's very taut like a drum. So all we do is take it out. Just ensure you take out all the little magnets. That's it. From there, now it's all there. That's it. We can take off this tape right here, and we can see on the back side, it has both stabilizers on every single corner, perfectly set. That's gonna be nice to embroider. All right, now that that's done, we're gonna take this onto the embroidery machine. Now here we are on the embroidery machine, and if you didn't know, this is the Tajima SAI. It has 8 needles, and it's such a beautiful workhorse machine. So we're gonna take the shirt that we just hooped, And what I'm gonna do is facing down where the open hole is, just put it through here. Line up on both sides, press and press forward, and that's in. Now, what I love so much about this machine is that it also has a built-in crosshair. I don't know if you guys can see. And this crosshair right here makes it perfect for you to align the design centered on the hoop or on the hat, wherever it is that you're taking care of things. Now let's go into the interface so we can select our design. Tajima has made this so simple that it is extremely beginner friendly, and I'm gonna guide you through how I set up my own design. First of all, I'm gonna select the flower, and this is where you pick your embroidery designs. Now, there is no USB yet, and that's because I still have to put the USB in. The USB slot is somewhere on the side, so you can just load it up like that. And if you didn't know, the SAI also comes with a cool stylus pen, which works really well, but I like to use my finger and get the screen super dirty. Now here, once the USB has loaded, you can select on a lot of your designs to kind of see what they look like. You can press one by one, and I know that this is my design right here, so I'm going to press on that one, then I'm gonna press set. Okay, to delete fine stitches, this is a feature where if any stitches are below a certain parameter, it will delete them, but because we have awesome digitizing, we have no worries about that. Now in this section right here, because we have 8 needles, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just like the machine does in the back. Here, this is where you select your colors. So for example, the first color that's gonna be embroidered is the white thread from the crane, where here it says it's number 7, but in my machine currently it is number 6. So I'm gonna change it to 6. Then the second one, it says it's 8. And do I have red on the machine? I do, but it's currently number 2. So I'm gonna select number 2. Then number 3 would be a dark gray, which to me is number 1. And the last one, which is the black, that is number 4 for me, so I'm gonna set it to number 4. Now, one of the fears that a lot of people have is like, hey, what happens if I have more colors than needles? What if I need maybe 10 colors, but the needles are only 8 on this machine? That's no problem at all. So when you select one of these colors, there is the stop option. You simply press stop, and once that color, so in this case number 2, has finished embroidering, the machine will stop. It'll allow you to then switch out whatever threads you want. So for example, I would switch out the color with a new thread color that I need, select it on the machine, and then press start whenever I'm ready and I've changed those extra colors. To remove it, all you gotta do is press the stop and press X. Simple as that, super easy. So now we're gonna press set. Tubular 1, tubular 2, and cap. I'm gonna stick to tubular 1. And because on this design we're embroidering upside down, I wanna ensure that I turn the design upside down. Awesome. I'm gonna press set, and I'm gonna press set one more time. The machine will always ask you to trace. This is very important because you do not want your needles to be hitting the hoop. That's honestly a painful lesson to learn. So guys, always make sure to trace before you start embroidering. And this is what it looks like to trace. Perfect. As you can see, I can tell that it will not be hitting the hoop whatsoever. So I think we're ready to start embroidering. Now it says press start, so all we do is press start and watch the machine go. Alright guys, now that the design is done, the machine will ask you if it's okay to sew again. I think we're gonna press no, because this is the one and only time that I'll be embroidering on this shirt. For now. All we're gonna do is push up and out, there you go. But we're gonna take it onto the table to unhoop it and to cut out the excess stabilizer. Here we go. Let's take it out of the hoop. And I don't know if you guys saw, but that's another thing that I love so much about the Tajima SAI is that it was doing 800 stitches per minute non-stop. That's why I call it a workhorse beast. because other machines I know slow down way more, and even though its max speed is 800, it's always staying at 800. So that's really cool. We're gonna grab some scissors, just cut out the extra stabilizer. I know I used 2, maybe I should have only used 1, but I guess we're gonna see how it looks in the end. Just gonna trim around as close as possible. Guys, make sure you don't cut the shirt. That's the last thing you want to do after embroidering a design, is accidentally cutting through both the stabilizer and the fabric. Very sad days for those people that have, you know, experienced that, but it's again part of the learning process. Oh, and I didn't mention it, but this design, of course, it's available in the Design Club. You can check it out in the link in the description. That's how you gain access to over 30,000 professionally digitized files. I love browsing through them. Sometimes I spend a little bit too much time on the site though. But it's good, because when you want to have an awesome design like this, it's better to be selective on what you want. And I think I'm very happy, very excited to wear this shirt as soon as it's done. So you can see there's a little bit of that hoop burn. That's because again, it's a shirt, it's a cotton shirt. Can you even see it? Yeah. But again, with some water, you can just rub it around with a cloth. That'll go away, as well as I should probably steam the shirt and iron it a little bit to make it look nicer. Look at that. Oh man, that's beautiful. I only wish I turned the eye into black as opposed to the gray, just because it's a little hard to see, but no puckering whatsoever. Looks very nice. I'm very happy with this. If there are any of these little stitches coming out like that, I'm just gonna grab these curved scissors, just cut them out. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now I'm getting super picky, but I like it. It looks very nice. I think 2 layers of no-show mesh for a t-shirt seem to be working the best. I got my wet rag. Let's zoom out a little bit so that what we do is just kind of dab it a little bit like that. It's gonna get a little bit wet, so that's okay, because that little tiny hoop burn is just gonna go away after this dries up, leaving us with a perfect shirt to take anywhere we want. I've really been into the whole Japanese aesthetic, and as soon as I saw this, I was like, I have to embroider this on a shirt. I gotta show you guys what it looks like. That's it. Just gonna wait for it to dry out, and the embroidery is ready. And this is the result of the shirt once it's been dried out a little bit. I love the outcome of it. It looks so clean and pretty. But what do you guys think of the design and its outcome? Let us know in the comments. Now it's making me want to add more stuff around the shirt, so let me know if you guys want to see that too. And this is what the shirt looks like after I put it on. As you can see, no stabilizer shadow anywhere, which is the ultimate goal when it comes to shirts. Again, no-show mesh is the way to go when you're using fabrics like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave down any questions in the comments and watch these videos next, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, guys.
Looking for the best beginner embroidery multi-needle machine? Meet the Tajima SAI. Precise, reliable, and user-friendly. Unlock exclusive bonuses by filling out the form on our website. We'll connect you with an official Tajima partner to complete your purchase and claim your rewards. Elevate your embroidery today and click the link below to learn more.